Hello YouTube, it's Supernova back with more Falcon 4 BMS. Today we're continuing our look at the upfront controls. First we'll look at two of the override modes. To open the UHF or Uniform radio page, press COM1. In this example, Uniform is set to both frequency and guard, and the selected frequency is 292.3. Press DCS sequence to set Uniform to main. Guard will no longer be received unless Uniform is tuned to the guard frequency. Press DCS sequence again to return Uniform to both. To change the frequency, or to select a preset, use the scratch pad. The preset can also be changed with the previous next rocker switch. To open the VHF or Victor radio page, press COM2. Victor is on and tuned to preset 6, which is set to 133.15. To change the frequency or to select a preset, use the scratch pad. The preset can also be changed with the previous next rocker switch. Next we'll look at the priority secondary buttons. To view the Tacan ILS page, press ICP1. Tacan status is indicated at the top left. Tacan status can be set to transmit and receive, or air-to-air transmit and receive. Bearing and course deviation signals are received from the Tacan station, and a signal is transmitted to get distance measuring equipment or DME information. Tacan status can be changed by pressing DCS sequence. ILS status is indicated at the top right. ILS status can be changed on the Audio 2 panel. Tacan and ILS frequencies can be changed using the scratch pad. The frequency will be entered in the appropriate field. The scratch pad automatically moves to the course field to enter the desired localizer course. The Tacan band can be set to either X-ray or Yankee. X-ray donates a ground station and Yankee an airborne station. To change the Tacan band, move the scratch pad to the first line and press ICP MCell 0. To view the altitude low page, press ICP2. The current steer point is shown at the top right. The steer point can be changed with the previous next rocker switch. CARA ALO, or Combined Altitude Radar Altimeter Altitude Low, is the altitude at which an advisory altitude warning appears on the HUD. A caret is displayed on the altitude scale at the CARA ALO altitude. MSL floor, or Minimum Safe Level Floor, is the altitude at which the Voice Message System, or VMS, announces the altitude warning. MSL floor is often set to the local transition altitude, which is 14,000 feet in Korea, as a reminder to calibrate the altimeter with the local QNH. Tier 4 ADV, or Terrain Following Radar Advisory, is usually set to Minimum Safe Altitude, or MSA. When altitude falls below Tier 4 ADV, a red altitude box flashes. To view the Steerpoint page, press ICP-4. The Steerpoint can be changed on the first line. It can also be changed with the previous next rocker switch. The Steerpoint update state can be set with DCS sequence. In manual mode, the Steerpoint must be changed manually. In automatic mode, the Steerpoint increments automatically when the current Steerpoint is reached. The latitude and longitude of the current Steerpoint is displayed. Latitude and longitude can be changed by moving the scratch pad to the relevant line and entering the cardinal compass position and coordinates. The elevation field indicates the height at which the Steerpoint should be overflown. Note that in the real aircraft, this is the ground spot height. TOS, or time over Steerpoint, is the local time at which the Steerpoint should be overflown. To view the cruise page, press ICP-5. The page has 4 submodes: TOS, or time over Steerpoint, RNG, or range, home, and EDO, or endurance. Submodes may be cycled with ICP-5 or DCS sequence. The desired submode is selected with ICP MCEL 0. The active Steerpoint can be changed with the previous next rocker switch. To change TOS, move the scratch pad to the TOS line and enter the desired TOS. ETA, or estimated time of arrival, is displayed above the ground speed required to reach the Steerpoint at TOS. When TOS is mode selected, a caret is displayed on the HUD speed tape. This indicates the currently required speed to reach the active Steerpoint at TOS. When TOS is not mode selected, estimated time en route, or ETE, is displayed on the HUD. When range is mode selected, best conserve fuel speed at the current altitude is indicated by a caret on the HUD speed tape. The active Steerpoint can be changed with the previous next rocker switch. Wind direction and speed are displayed. Home plate can be any Steerpoint designated as home plate. To set home plate, move the scratch pad to the home plate field and enter the desired Steerpoint, or change home plate with the previous next rocker switch. When home plate is mode selected, 2 carets are displayed on the HUD. These carets indicate the best profile to reach home plate. To follow this profile, first select military power, which is the 100% throttle setting, and match speed with the caret on the speed tape. Then pitch the aircraft to match the altitude caret. Note that optimal altitude is radar altitude. Fuel remaining when reaching home plate, optimum altitude, and wind speed and direction are displayed on the home plate page. When endurance is mode selected, a caret is displayed on the HUD speed tape. The caret indicates best endurance speed at the current altitude. Information is displayed on time to bingo, optimum Mach number, and wind direction and speed. To view the time page, press ICP-6. The time page is used to set a hack timer and a delta TOS for Rolex calls. A Rolex call is initiated when TOS for all Steerpoints must be adjusted. To set a delta TOS, move the scratch pad to the delta TOS line, and to increment TOS for all Steerpoints, enter the desired value. For example, to add 2 minutes, enter 2, 0, 0 and press ICP enter. To subtract 2 minutes, first press 0, then 2, 0, 0 and press ICP Enter. To view the mark point page, press ICP 7. The mark page is used to create mark points. Mark points are stored in Steerpoints 26 to 30. The mark point is incremented from 26 to 30 when a mark point is set. There are 4 mark point submodes: Overfly, Fire Control Radar, Head-Up Display, and Targeting Pod. If Master Mode is set to Air-to-Air, the mark page defaults to Overfly, and a mark point is automatically created. With Master Mode set to Navigation or Air-to-Ground, and the FCR, HUD, or TGP as Sensor of Interest or SOI, the mark point is defined by pressing Target Management Switch or TMS up. When HUD is SOI, TMS up first ground stabilizes the HUD mark Q, then designates the mark point. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe.